Chad Hyams here with another episode of the Achieve Your Apex podcast. Why am I wearing this huge thing? If you're looking, you see, because I was a much bigger man when I purchased my Toronto Maple Leafs, there they are, hockey jersey that I have the pleasure of owning and wearing and pulling out when the time is right. Superstition in the sport, you know how it is. Now, why am I wearing a hockey jersey today for this episode? I've never worn one before, because I'm going to talk about my favorite statistic in all sports, and it just happens to be in hockey. Yeah, the one I can't play very well because I don't skate. It's a whole flat-footed thing. Don't worry about it. Don't skate well. And when I played ball hockey with my friends, all I wanted to do was smash somebody into the boards. Yet, it's one of my favorite sports to watch. And it has the greatest statistic of all sports, and that is the plus minus. Now, it's okay if you don't understand hockey. Before we even get into this, I'm going to explain the plus minus so you can see how important it is as we continue talking about assists. We continue talking about helping others reach our goals. We keep talking about how we'll get to our apex faster by filling the path with other people ready to help us when the time comes. Now, in the world of hockey, the plus minus is a statistic that talks about every time you're on the ice when your team scores a goal, you get a plus. Now, you might have had nothing to do with the goal. You might have been on the other end of the rink at the time. You still get the plus. If you're on the ice when a goal is scored by your team, you get a plus. When a goal is scored by the other team, when you're on the ice, no matter where you are, you're going to get a minus. And you see, to me, this statistic really shows us how much help people bring. And sometimes they might have nothing to actually have done with the goal. They might not even be part of the assist of the goal, or it might not be their fault the goal was scored. Yet the plus minus truly shows us the value you have on the ice to your team as a whole. Because even if the other guy is scoring, you might have done something to help him score. Or even if you're being scored against, you might have missed the puck somewhere that led to that goal happening. The plus minus tells so much. I wish people walked around with like a little digital plate on them and it showed your plus minus. Right? How many times you were involved in a goal being achieved versus how many times you were involved in one not being achieved. Okay, the plus minus is a powerful stat. Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player of all time, I don't care what happens with his goal and his points records and all the stuff that's going to happen over time. The game changed. It's the same argument that basketball fans will have when it comes to, Michael Jordan versus current player. No, Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Just go with that. Okay. Wayne Gretzky holds the record for the most assists in NHL history of almost 2,000. Okay. That means he set others up to succeed. Now, I'm not talking the plus minus anymore. I'm just flat out talking. He insisted in almost 2,000 goals. Wayne Gretzky always said a good hockey player plays where the puck is. A great hockey player plays where the puck is going to be. And he made that pass more often than not to put that puck where it needed to be for the player. Beautiful thing about the assists in the world of hockey also, they don't just give the last person to handle the puck an assist. They'll sometimes give two people an assist if it was a sequence that led to the goal. Isn't that interesting? You might still be even farther removed from the goal happening and still get credit for being involved. Remember this, okay? The best leaders, teammates, friends, co-workers, family members, they don't just chase personal success, they create opportunities for others. Think about what that path to success would look like for you if you had planted people along the way. I helped you get to success. I helped you get to success. I helped you get to success. Now I need a boost. Now I need a boost. Now I need a boost. All those people are spaced out along your journey, ready to give back to you. Are you helping them get where they go? We understand how we all want to achieve our apex. And we talked in the last episode that no one succeeds alone. I mentioned Michael Jordan then. I mentioned him earlier in this episode already, having Phil Jackson as a coach. What about having Scottie Pippen as a teammate? Because when Scottie was there, Michael was better. Right? Think about Kobe and Shaq. Think about some of the great teammates that came together. And then think about the times that one superstar wasn't able to make it happen in any of the sports, right? We need to remember there's always people behind the scenes helping make us look good. We need to recognize those people and help them. Now, I also love watching rowing in the Olympics. I don't know why. It's one of those weird sports. It's like cycling. I like watching rowing in the Olympics. And I'll tell you, one person in a boat is not going anywhere near as fast as two. They're not going anywhere near as fast as 4, 8, etc. as they get to those larger boats. It has to be coordinated. So even by assisting someone else, we're assisting ourselves. Right? The fastest men's 400-meter race is still not as fast as a relay team can do the 4x100. And it doesn't always mean the fastest guy is at the end. Maybe the guy with the best start is leading your team, or maybe the guy who turns the best because of the way the track is takes over at a certain point. Whatever that might be, we always are built on a team. And too often, when we get our apex in mind, we set our focus, we get that tunnel vision I talked about on the last episode that we don't want to end up with. I talked about this also in the world of the animals, of apex predators. There are many of them that hunt alone. The great white shark hunts alone, killing machine. Yet tigers, lion, they're going to come together. Okay, they're going to work in a pack. And they're wolves, they're going to work in a pack. Think about how that, it's not who made the kill, it's everybody gets to enjoy the spoils of the victory that comes along. Now, let me tell you this, because you might be saying, well, Chad, I like to help other people. Do you know that there are benefits to actually helping others other than, of course, helping them? And they maybe help you. One, it actually lowers your stress and increases your happiness. Did you know that studies show that acts of kindness and helping other people release oxytocin, which is that love hormone in you, okay, which will reduce anxiety and extend life expectancy. So nice people might live longer, okay? Think about that. The trampoline analogy that I share in the book that I'll share with you right now, that a small boost can create huge jumps. Because when you help somebody by mentoring them, giving them advice, just being there for them, you might not see the impact immediately, but it will build. If two people are jumping on a trampoline at the same time, they're going to go up and down. If one gets just that second ahead, the other person's going to get an even larger spring off that trampoline. So helping someone get that lift might launch them to some new heights that are out there. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to realize how important it is to help others on your journey. I want you to realize how important it is to have those people around you and be willing to accept help. We're going to talk about that. So many people want to do it on my own. Leave me alone. No, not the way to get there. We talked in the last chapter about following footsteps. Sometimes we need to follow. Sometimes we need to make them to help the other person follow us. Remember this. Harry Truman said, "It's amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit." You want to achieve that apex. Maybe there's a group of you climbing to the top of that mountain, because maybe, just maybe, you'll get there a lot faster. Until our next episode, as always, keep climbing.